Most people think success is about working harder. Top CEOs know that's a lie. What separates those who dominate from those who quit isn't talent, luck, or motivation, it's mindset. A very specific one. The eagle mindset. Eagles don't panic when the wind gets rough. They don't fly low to feel safe. They rise higher, using resistance as lift. And that's exactly how elite leaders think when pressure hits. While others break under stress, eagle-minded CEOs slow down. They zoom out. They see the entire battlefield, not just the problem in front of them. They don't react emotionally, they respond strategically. This mindset is quiet, calculated, relentless. In boardrooms, chaos exposes the difference. Some leaders blame, complain, and quit when things get uncomfortable. Others detach, adapt, and dominate. The difference isn't confidence, it's control. On Mental Code, we decode how the top 1% think under pressure. No hype. No shortcuts. Just mental frameworks that turn adversity into advantage. If you've ever felt built for more. If you refuse to quit when things get hard. If you want to think like those who lead instead of follow. Stay with me. Because once you understand the eagle mindset, quitting will no longer be an option. Point 1. Emotional detachment, staying calm when everything is on the line. The first pillar of the eagle mindset is emotional detachment. This is where most people fail, and where top CEOs separate themselves completely. When pressure rises, emotions try to take control: fear, frustration, anger, doubt. Average leaders react to those emotions. Eagle-minded leaders observe them. They don't deny stress. They master it. Emotional detachment doesn't mean being cold or careless. It means refusing to let emotions dictate decisions. When a crisis hits, eagle-minded CEOs pause. They create mental distance between what they feel and what they do. That pause is power. While others rush to speak, explain, or defend, the eagle listens. While others panic over short-term losses, the eagle studies long-term consequences. This calm presence shifts the entire room. Teams feel it. Competitors sense it. Control returns to the person who is not emotionally hijacked. This is why top CEOs rarely quit under pressure. Quitting is an emotional decision. It happens when discomfort becomes unbearable and vision disappears. Eagles never lose the bigger picture. They zoom out, assess the terrain, and adapt their approach. Detachment also protects energy. Emotional reactions are expensive. They drain focus, clarity, and stamina. Eagle-minded leaders conserve energy by staying neutral, precise, and intentional. They respond once they see the full picture, not a second before. In moments of chaos, the calmest thinker becomes the leader. And calm is not talent. It is trained discipline. Point 2. Relentless adaptability, turning pressure into advantage. The second pillar of the eagle mindset is adaptability. Eagles don't fight the wind. They use it. And top CEOs operate the same way. When conditions change, they don't cling to old strategies out of pride. They adjust without ego. Most people quit because they are attached to one way of winning. When that path closes, they freeze. Eagle-minded leaders expect resistance. They plan for it. They understand that every obstacle is information. Adaptability is not randomness. It's strategic flexibility. Top CEOs constantly reassess their position. They ask, what has changed? What still works? What must be let go? This ability to release outdated thinking is what allows them to dominate in unstable environments. While others complain about the market, the economy, or the pressure, eagle-minded leaders exploit the shift. They see opportunities where others see threats. They move early, quietly, and decisively. This is also why they don't quit. Quitting assumes there are no options left. Eagles always see options, because they are willing to change altitude, angle, and timing. Adaptability requires humility. You must accept that your first plan may fail. You must be willing to pivot without losing confidence. That balance, strong vision with flexible execution, is rare. And it's exactly what defines elite leadership. When emotional detachment and adaptability combine, something powerful happens. Pressure stops being a threat. It becomes leverage. Stress becomes data. Failure becomes feedback. This is how top CEOs dominate while others quit. Not by being fearless, but by being composed. Not by being stubborn, but by being adaptable. Not by escaping pressure, but by rising above it. The eagle mindset isn't about avoiding difficulty. It's about using difficulty to gain height. And once you learn to do that, quitting no longer makes sense, because every storm becomes a chance to rise. The core message of the eagle mindset is this: pressure does not break leaders, lack of mental control does. Top CEOs aren't immune to stress, fear, or uncertainty. They've simply trained themselves to operate above it. They don't let temporary discomfort decide permanent outcomes. One of the strongest messages here is ownership. Eagle-minded leaders never outsource responsibility. When things go wrong, they don't hide behind excuses, titles, or circumstances. They ask one question: what can I control right now? That question keeps them moving forward while others stay stuck in blame. Another message is focus. In moments of chaos, average minds scatter. They chase too many solutions, listen to too many voices, and burn out quickly. Eagles narrow their focus. They identify the highest leverage action and commit to it fully. Focus is not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. There's also a powerful lesson about endurance. Most people quit not because they are incapable, but because they are mentally exhausted. Eagle-minded CEOs pace themselves. They understand that leadership is not a sprint, it's a long flight. They protect their energy, their clarity, and their discipline. That's how they last while others fade. Another message many miss is detachment from ego. Eagles don't need to be right, they need to be effective. Top CEOs are willing to change their minds quickly when reality demands it. Ego makes people stubborn. The eagle mindset makes people adaptable. And adaptability always outperforms pride. Now, the conclusion. The eagle mindset is not about domination over others. It's about dominance over quitting, over panic, over emotional decision-making. It's the mental framework that allows top CEOs to stay steady when uncertainty is high and stakes are higher. While others quit because they feel overwhelmed, eagle-minded leaders simplify. While others react emotionally, they respond strategically. While others give up when the path changes, they adjust altitude and keep moving forward. This is why the gap between winners and quitters keeps growing. Not because of intelligence or resources, but because of mental discipline. You don't need to be a CEO to adopt this mindset. You need willingness. Willingness to pause before reacting. Willingness to adapt instead of resist. Willingness to stay calm when quitting feels easier. The moment you stop seeing pressure as a signal to escape and start seeing it as a signal to rise, everything changes. If this message added value to your thinking, make sure you subscribe to Mental Code. This channel is built for those who want mental strength, clarity under pressure, and leadership-level thinking, no matter their position. Hit the like button to support the content. Share this with someone who's close to quitting, but shouldn't. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown. This is Mental Code. Stay calm under pressure. Adapt without ego. And remember, eagles don't quit. They rise.